Zone routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Thompson is out there with Big Dog. Then there's the Professor. Then it's Duren. And it's Cunningham in at the point. And for the Bucks, Lopez is the pivot with Giannis to his side. Smith is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Hield in at the 3, the small forward. If you like high-flying affairs, Brett, this is the matchup for you. Loads of athleticism on display with both of these teams.
Oh, I'm loving the fast pace and the scoring and the highlight reels we're going to get tonight, Kevin. Excited when these two teams with this kind of ability face off.
Here's Smith. And he drives in. Duren pulls it in. Cunningham against Lillard. Now, here's Cunningham. He's tightly guarded. The Professor's shot is off. Cunningham against Hield. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Connor. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. Getting the ball inside early.
It's blocked. About a minute played so far here in the first. The shot's good. The Professor's got his second bucket of the night.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's Lillard. 17 points in his last outing. Hield kicks to Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer, Lillard buries it from three-point range.
That's just too easy. You got to get Lillard to put it down.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to the Professor. And the 3-ball is good. The Professor's got 7. The Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Lillard against Cunningham. Lillard dishes to Giannis. 4-on-3 break. Here's Connor. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. That one drops for him.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Brent, don't you love what a team player Giannis is? A star with very little ego.
One of the things, Greg, he does so well is deflect everything or reflect everything back to him. It's about him. He'll compliment his teammates, and then he'll take on the responsibility when the team isn't playing at its highest level.
No good on that one. Hey, Brent, here we're looking at Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's arguably the best player right now in the NBA. Not just the NBA, worldwide.
That's a lot of space, Kevin, but you're not wrong. He is the best two-way player in the league. With his physical dominance, he impacts the game in ways that no other player can.
And he's good on the second. Here we see the Detroit Pistons, Greg, a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. When the Pistons have been great, they've had that defense-first mentality.
Kept alive on the pass to Connor. Tries yet again. He takes it up and lays it in. The Professor's got 9.
His shooting has been outstanding, and definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Kyle Kuzma. Lillard against Cunningham. Here's Giannis. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Cunningham outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, it was a completely one-sided season series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season.
Here's the Professor. He's got 9. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the middle. Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by Big Dog.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Second personal foul.
And what makes him so special as a big man is how skilled he is. I mean, he can contribute in any number of ways.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the evening.
What's up?
When you take a glance at the season and standings, Greg, teams are still kind of feeling things out.
Yeah, it's just so early in the season, Kevin, and that means teams still trying to establish an identity as well as experimenting and just trying out new rotations.
Oh, what a dime there from Giannis. Excellent sharing the basketball.
Pistons leading by 6. Thompson passes to Durham. Cunningham outside. Banked in off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Giannis. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Lets it go. Lopez finds Hield. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. And it's blocked.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Shot good by Big Dog. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Here's Cunningham following the score by Damian Lillard. Passes it to Connor. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
For Detroit, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. He's off on the first. And what a stretch it's been, Brent, for this Milwaukee franchise. All started by the drafting of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, just identifying him is one thing, Kevin. You got to also acknowledge the work that Giannis has put in. After that, they have done a great job of building around him. Had that not been the case in Milwaukee, you have to wonder whether he would have re-upped and signed that extension with the Bucks to continue his career here, and what would have happened in free agency.
Timeout called the Bucks. What do you think about the All-Star game last year, Greg? Some concern about the lack of competition. It worries me. Does it worry you?
Kevin, it's not ideal, but I think it's worth asking what could give the players more incentive to win, whether that's money or something else we can think of.
Now here's Giannis. That one falls.
I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Throws it up high. Shot's good by Big Dog. Big Dog's got his third bucket of the night.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Just smart decisions, as Cunningham did a great job of setting his guy up.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's deflected.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. 11-point game. That's a 2 from Smith. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Smith's got 6.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Cunningham outside. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
and you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Inside, Lopez. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Bit of a challenge to slow Lopez down there, especially at his size. Even with good defense, maybe his frame just too much.
And Duran slams it in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Down low. Good. He's got 10.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And Cunningham with the block.
Great denial. Cunningham using every inch of that reach.
Shots good by Big Dog. And the Pistons lead by 16.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Thompson, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Kuzma with it, picked up by Thompson. To the paint. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Milwaukee ball. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Harris is checked in. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 7. Kuzma, right side. And Greg, it just seems like every night Kyle Kuzma is going to put up double digits.
And he has the potential to be a double-double threat. Just needs to get more aggressive on the glass.
Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And recently, I mean, we've seen Kyle Kuzma turn things around, especially offensively.
Yeah, Greg, highs and lows in the early part of Kyle Kuzma's career, but a nice settled ground for him. Offensively, he's carried more responsibility and shown that he's capable of doing it.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And Greg, with the coaching changes in Milwaukee, where are they looking for improvement?
Well, Kevin, they've been dominant in the regular season, but the playoffs require adjustments. That chess match is where they hope to improve.
Smith on the wing. His last outing, he had 8 points. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Cunningham outside. Goes up to the stripe. That's good on the jump shot. Cunningham's got 7.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Kuzma. Smith outside. Pass to Lopez. Launches a 3. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 5.
It's a big shot from Lopez. His accuracy from behind the three-point line is really impressive.
During the pass to Cunningham. Here's Big Dog. Offered by Lillard. Shots good by Big Dog.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by Detroit. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Milwaukee making a switch. Porter's checked in.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Kuzma outside. Just 5 to shoot. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Big Dog. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Now here's Porter. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Cunningham drives in. And he lays it straight in. Cunningham's got 9.
What a quarter right here, establishing some confidence. 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
Cunningham against Porter. Off his leg. And it's being called a kickball. Some changes here for the Bucks. Giannis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Green in for Smith. Kuzma outside. Over Harris. Kuzma can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 16. Harris kicks to Cunningham. Now the pass to Big Dog. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Porter. Still without a basket. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. Cunningham with some nice D. Fires from way outside. That one misses. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Detroit leading by 18. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Kevin Porter is out there with Green. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Kuzma in at the 4 spot. Hield can't hit.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. And there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Cunningham. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And the basket by Harris.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 7.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Harris outside. Here's the three. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
3 points.
Cunningham's got his 8th assist here tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Porter. No scoring in this one. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Here's Kuzma. Hits the target from 18 feet.
This is the confidence that Kuzma has, ready to take these mid-range Jays when he sees the opportunity.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Okay, fans, it's T-shirt time. Get out of your seats and show us your one.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Smith comes in for Buddy Hield. Then for the Pistons, Malik Beasley comes in for Duren. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Cade Cunningham. To the inside, Big Dog powered down with both hands.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Passes to Green. The kick out to Porter. From 12 feet out, and a wide open look for Portis. Good, and a nice assist from Portis. Portis has got his first points of the night.
Once he has the ball, if his feet are set up, Bobby's going to let those rip.
Here's the professor, guarded by Porter. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the professor. He's got 10. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Harris.
And Portis with that trademark intensity, getting right up on top of his man.
Now, Brent, when it comes to Portis, his duties have increased over the years.
And that has a lot to do, Kevin, with the defensive improvement from Bobby Portis. He puts more effort into that D, and the coaches trust him more, not just to spark off the bench.
Here's Beasley following the bucket by the Bucks. Over Smith, and the rejection by Smith. Pass to Porter. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Detroit with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Harris dishes to Beasley. Inside, here's Big Dog. Kicks it out to Beasley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Harris. The three. Porter pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. The shot. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Here's Ivy. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Smith the pass to Kuzma. Smith trying to break loose. Kuzma can't get it to go. Beasley against Green. Beasley outside. And no good that time. Great D that time from Green. Bucks trail by 15. Porter looking it over. Pass to Kuzma. And it's blocked. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Well, Kyle Kuzma has always been a crazy confident person. He said, I've always had this incredible self-belief that no matter who I'm on the court with, I'm the best player. And that's gotten me to this level. That's gotten me to where I am. So my irrational confidence has always been a key thing for me. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he owns it, David. I like that. Thanks. Our timeout called by Milwaukee. At break, we still see players embellishing contact. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishes?
We're talking about flopping, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw. It's necessary or guys will keep jerking their heads and falling down, and who wants to see that? Here at the numbers for Porter. Good season for him last year. Last season put up about 19 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders when he's in the game. Great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's the professor, guarded by Porter. Here's Connor. He takes it in. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time. Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. A springy guard, Porter Jr. can rise up with the best of it.
There's the pass to Ivy. Offline with his 3. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Milwaukee. They trail by 16. Passes it to Porter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Here's the professor. 35 points for him last game against Golden State.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Drops in the breakaway layup. The professor's got 4 this quarter.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Drains the three-pointer.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Our timeout called by Detroit.
All right, Bucks fans, let's make some noise for the 4-on-4 crew.
Checked in for Milwaukee. Then for the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Thompson comes in for Malik Beasley. And it's Cunningham in for Jaden Ivey. Here's Connor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Professor's got 6 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Bucks trail by 15. Here's Kuzma. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Chicago Bulls.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And Kuzma, one of those forwards that can kind of go between. Plays the 4 or the small forward. And that's impressive versatility from this young player.
And so he hits both. Detroit leading by 13. Pass to Duran. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And so it's Milwaukee now. It's a 16-point game. Cunningham against Lillard. Kicks to Porter. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. It's Porter's high post. No dice from the high post.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Well, looking at Cunningham here, Brent, there's always talk of how good a finisher he is.
He's got a really unique quality, Kevin, in that he can finish really effectively with both hands. So you add that dexterity to the size, and as a point guard, this guy becomes really hard to stop on the interior.
It's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
To the middle, and Smith with the stuff.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
Now Cunningham. He's got 9. Here's Connor. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. 21 points for the Professor.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Here's Lillard. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Thompson outside. Feeds it to Cunningham. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Cunningham's got 11.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Hield subbed in for Kevin Porter. Here's Big Dog, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Now here's Giannis. He has 7. Cunningham against Lillard. Takes a 3. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Thompson passes to Connor. Over Smith. The Professor's shot is off. Bucks trail by 21. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Down low. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard. Last season, he played outstanding. And he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy. Here's Big Dog. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Ball's knocked loose. Lillard dishes to Antetokounmpo. 50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
Giannis so strong. He almost invites that kind of contact and then says, I'm going right through you.
Pass to the Professor. And the rejection by Giannis. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Pistons. Big Dog's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis erasing that shot with his length. Shooters have to beware of where Giannis is.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Second team foul.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game right here.
Buddy Hield. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hield.
Buddy Hield just has such an incredibly quick trigger.
Both free throws good from Hield. One second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Well, he typically carries such a heavy load on offense. Lillard shows the energy to get it done on defense as well.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an 11-4 run. They came in ready to battle, building an 18-point advantage in that first quarter. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
They played smart, they took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. When you lose the ball, you have no control over the destiny.
And Shaq, what do you think about Milwaukee?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Professor out there with Cunningham. Then there's Big Dog. Then it's Duran. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Smith following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Shot by Hield, nobody around. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
Thompson outside. Over Hield. And it's off the back rim, no good. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 18. Here's Lillard. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And the pass to Lopez. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Big Dog. The rebound by the Bucks.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Of course, one of the league's best scorers. Giannis poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
Here's the professor. 21 points in the game. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's the Bucks ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Poked loose. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Despite the contact, Thompson still gets it to go. Showing some heart there.
Lillard looking around. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. A professor. Good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Fourth, Damian Lillard.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Here's Smith. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Bucks trail by 16. Giannis with it, picked up by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's the professor, covered by Smith. Here's Cunningham. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Pistons leading by 16. Elbow shot is on the way. No good on that one. Good D by Lopez. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis can shoulder any load. He's doing it here.
Here's the professor. 23 points in the game. Shot on the wing. Rebound Milwaukee. Giannis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lillard against Cunningham. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Lillard.
Well, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
And now a veteran in the NBA. You get the feeling every season is important. to Dame Lillard.
Yeah, but I get the feeling, Greg, that it's just not enough. These individual accolades and these high-scoring seasons. Dame Lillard wants to play in competitive basketball late into June, so it's going to be about championships for him moving forward.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Cunningham with that #1 selection, lots of expectations for him, so a steep learning curve to get to the level that he wants to play at, but he's got a great work ethic and he's going to give you his best effort every night.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Hield, and Kevin Porter's subbed in for Lillard. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Cunningham against Porter. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. And here they come. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
And Cade getting up that time.
Number 7.
Bucks trail by 15. Loads it up for Giannis. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Taking a look at some stats for Kyle Kuzma. Last year, getting it done. Put up about 21 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Harris, good.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 16. Pass to Kuzma. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season. 2nd in rebounding. And he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards.
Take a break.
To rank number 2 overall.
2 shots.
Absolutely remarkable. Free throw good, Kuzma. And both free throws good for Kuzma.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Ivy with the bucket.
Good balance from Ivy. You can tell physical defense does not rattle it.
Bucks trail by 17. Outside Porter. Driving inside. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, last season there were a record number of African-American head coaches in the NBA. Blazers coach Chauncey Billups said, "It makes me proud of the NBA for being intentional about giving opportunities to African-Americans or just minorities, period. I'm proud to be a part of it." Kevin?
Great stuff, David. Thank you so much for your reporting there. Pass to Ivy. On the wing, Harris. Another 3 for Detroit.
This speaks to how confident Tobias Harris is in his offensive game, ready to shoot as soon as that ball reaches him.
Here's Porter. Here's Portis, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here's Porter. 7 points in the game, and that one good.
Porter's draining the shot. It doesn't matter what the defense did that time.
Here's the Professor, guarded by Porter. Pulls it up. The Professor's shot is off. Bucks trail by 16. The three. And there's Porter on the assist by Giannis. Giannis has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bucks Youth Dancing.
Changes here for the Bucks. On the heel, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Green comes in for Smith. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for the Pistons. Kate Cunningham comes in for the Professor. Shots good by Big Dog.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Here's Lillard. Rebounded by the Pistons. Big Dog's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Big Dog's got 6 here in this quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Big Dogs.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
An emphatic LU jam.
Great vision from Ivy. That's what sets him apart at the two-guard spot.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after the basket by Detroit.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Cunningham passes to Big Dog. Lays it up off the glass. Big Dog's got 33 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Shot to stop the run, and the nice bucket inside from Hield.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just getting it to the ready-to-fire guy. It's great recognition from Cade.
Lillard against Cunningham. Releases. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 16 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 19. Here's Hardaway. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Hield, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. 1:15 left in the third. Ivy with it. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. Bucks number 1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint. Just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Healed against Hardaway. The pass to Green. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. And he recovers it. And it's blocked. And he's got a triple-double. Lillard against Cunningham. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Cunningham's got 21 in the game.
And the confidence growing from this young guard. Cunningham dropping in the jumper.
Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Pistons.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
The action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Lillard outside. Clock at 6. From deep. He can't get that one to fall.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And so is Detroit in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Hield. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Green in at the 2 spot. Here's Ivy, following the score by Damian Lillard. The high post shot. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 23.
And Cade doing a great job of figuring out how it is that he's going to stay this efficient.
Ivy against Green. He dishes it to Lillard. Kicks it to Hield. The Bucks working the ball around. Good work there as it goes. Detroit leading by 21. Inside, Big Dog. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Big Dog's got 39.
Such a growing part of Ivy's game, encouraging to see him pick up assists like that.
Passes it to Kuzma. Lillard against Cunningham. That's tipped. Hardaway passes to Harris. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now Harris, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And Cunningham looking confident down low, just understanding if he takes his time, he can get the job done.
Lillard outside. Well, we've had this new playoff format since 2021, adding that play-in tournament. How do you like it?
Well, I love it. You're just giving more high-level teams a chance at a swing for a championship. I mean, look what happened last year and how exciting that was for the NBA and the play-in tournament.
There's Big Dog. It's rebounded by Portis. Green against Ivy. And that one's good. Green.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Timeout called the Pistons.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
A different look from Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Smith subbed in for Green. And then for Detroit, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Big Dog. Malik Beasley comes in for Ivy. And the professor subbed in for Cunningham. And of course, you were known as Bones in your playing days. But what were some of your favorite NBA nicknames?
Kevin, I've been so fortunate to be around the NBA for so long. I go way back to names like Iceman George Gervin or Dr. J Julius Erving or Pistol Pete Maravich, one of my favorite players. But is there any one better than Magic Johnson?
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Milwaukee's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. On the wing, Hield. From outside, off the mark. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Offensive rebound. Shots good by Duren.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw by that putback there, he's just completely locked in. They're getting full contributions from him right now.
Now, here's Lillard. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And again, just taking the greatness for granted here. Amazing sequence from Giannis.
Harris kicks to Beasley. Greg, we heard Giannis after last year's playoffs. He was asked whether his season was a failure. Is that a fair term to throw around?
Kevin, I think it's all semantics. You know, whether you say failure, falling short, unsuccessful, disappointing, they all amount to pretty much the same thing.
And so, it's Detroit with it. After the missed 3 from Buddy Hield. No good from Beasley.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
So tough to contain the length of Giannis. When he takes those strides, he's going to make you foul him.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And the first one drops.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Buddy Hield. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Damian Lillard. And both free throws good for Giannis. GA, is it me, or does it feel like we've had more parity in the league the last few seasons?
Well, Kevin, the playoffs have been pretty hard to predict lately. I will give you that. There's been only one repeat champion in the past decade. It's a competitive league.
Here's the professor. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Bucks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Smith. Outside Porter. Here's Lopez. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. The Bucks with possession here. 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. Good on the jump shot. Giannis has got 13 points here in the second half alone. Knocked loose. It's taken away by Smith. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Don't settle for all the jump shots. If you got that size and that ability, Kuzma getting to the rim.
Here's the professor. Harris outside. Hey, Brett, coming out of this last CBA, were you surprised how quickly the push from hard salary cap was abandoned?
Yeah, I wonder, Kevin, if some of it was just the timing of the CBA and not having to go down into the trenches to talk about that level of what's happening financially around the NBA. Also, small market teams were super opposed to having that be put in place because at times they want a chance to go all in as well. Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Connor. The teardrop falls in. 30 points for the professor.
Oh, such a field shot there. The floater.
Giannis against Harris. Giannis kicks to Kuzma. Over Hardaway. They grab their own miss. Out to Kuzma. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 5 assists in the game.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
And there's a whistle. That goes on the bodyguard. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
A different look for Milwaukee. Hields checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. Detroit also making some changes. Big Dog, he's checked in for Harris. Thompson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Beasley. Now, here's Cunningham. Hey, Brent, in general, as we widen the lens here, what do you think current NBA teams could do better?
Well, it's going to be interesting, Kevin, to see how, with the defensive 3-second rule sort of disappearing, how many more coaches are able to implement combinations of zone defenses. They're going to take away what it is that a team likes to do in the half court of their execution. Along with that, certainly clock management and timeouts, maybe more usage of their actual roster going a little bit deeper during the regular season to explore those kind of tactics. And don't forget about all those experiments. They could happen in the G League as well. I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
At the elbow, Smith buries it down low. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Here's the professor. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Pistons leading by 19. Thompson outside and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Milwaukee foul. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 6th personal foul. 4th team foul.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
First free throw is good. Well, many people say officiating favors the offense. Brent, do you agree with that?
Absolutely. That's what this game is about. It's about scoring. And so there aren't many rule changes that are going to stop guys from being as potent as they've been offensively, especially over the last couple years.
That one is no good. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Green, and it's blocked. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. To the middle. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, easy call.
15 foul. At the line for the Pistons, number 7, taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Both shots good from the stripe. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines, and that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
Here's the professor. Smith with some nice D.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Smith.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Smith. Pistons leading by 19 points. Pass to Duran. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Lillard outside. From outside the arc. And another three for Milwaukee.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
From downtown, drops in the tray. Lillard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Milwaukee.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Shot's good by Big Dog. Big Dog's got 45 points.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort for the squad. That's nice vision there. See that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pistons.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Big Dog.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Now here is Smith.
Pistons foul. Thompson. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Smith.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Kevin Porter's checked in for Damian Lillard. Smith hits them both. Detroit dictating the flow. Here's the professor. The kick out to Cunningham. Right side Porter. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Poetry in motion. Porter with a beautiful stroke rising up there from mid-range.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. It's Thompson off the drive. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, it looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
That's good from Durham. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porter against Cunningham. And that one's good by Porter.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.